Growing up in Evans Head, a sleepy little town with a friendly bunch of locals, has definitely given me an added advantage with my lifestyle and my career opportunities. My dad's been a big influence on my surfing career. If it wasn't for him and his surfing, I probably wouldn't have followed suit. Being a competitive surfer at a young age, I managed to attain some pretty high experiences. I was Australian champion at 17, followed on to move into the Opens and the professional surfing career, and it's taken me to some of the best waves in the world. Somehow I managed to keep coming back though to the east coast of Australia, and I hope over the next few episodes that we can share some of those experiences and some of those places that you may not have been to yet. Head's main beach is patrolled 6 weeks of the year by lifeguards over the Christmas school holidays. Usually a beach that's very crowded over this period and often not the best place to surf, but if you come outside of those times, the surf's always consistent and there's always a wave for most surfers, whether you're a beginner or an experienced surfer. Air Force Beach is not the best place to surf, quite open and dangerous with surf conditions, although it does appeal to dog owners where you can have your dog off lead and play around with your children, and also drive in four-wheel drives along the beach, which gives fishermen the opportunity to enjoy 45 kilometres of beach north to South Ballina. Tucked away in the national park is Chinaman's Beach. Isolated and open to a lot of swell, although often probably not the best place to surf. Still a great place to come and enjoy with the family. Plenty of beach walking and national park walks to do. Lots of wildlife, kangaroos, birds, so plenty to see and do for the kids.
We're here at Shark Bay in Evans Head. It's a wave for the more experienced surfer, but also one that can be enjoyed by a lot of different levels of surfing. If you're coming down the coast and you are going swimming, it's not a beach that you would go and take your children to. The main beach is patrolled throughout the holiday seasons, and Shark Bay it's a great wave for surfers, but one that you should take on very carefully. It has quite a shallow right hand point, and it also has a left hand which you may be able to see just behind me at the moment, but there's also a very strong rip that runs out along the wall. It's not a beach that you'd take your children to go swimming at, and you'd stay at the main beach, which is where the patrol red and yellow flags are. So Lake Ainsworth is a pretty good spot. You're doing this, huh?
Mate, this is a beautiful spot. Have a look at it.
Yeah.
Can you believe we get to do lessons out here with all the crew? It's unreal.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Well,
and the stand-ups are good out here. It's be perfect for that.
But if you can't go out in the ocean, we come across here and we do a little bit of a paddle lesson in here, talk about water safety, ocean safety, and also different techniques with the stand-up paddle, because a lot of people want to use a stand-up paddle now, but they can't access it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, being able to have this service is an awesome thing that we can just put people out there in the water and get back into the community in surfing.
We're here today in Byron Bay with Rusty Miller, one of the local surf icons, and we're going to go through a few questions and see what he's got to tell us about his area that he calls home. So Rusty, when did you first start surfing?
I started when I was 10 years old, 53, and I started in Southern California, a little place called Encinitas, just near San Diego.
You started riding longboards, and I suppose the sport's changed and evolved, and there's new boards and new equipment coming out all the time. What's your main sort of craft that you ride these days?
Well, I ride a variety of craft. I mean, obviously, I ride mainly along. I teach, so I'm into flotation, getting people floated on top of the water. Yeah. And I like to work a lot on the inside areas of the pass. Is my specialty. But I have a 6'6" Van Stralen Fish, which is my little board, although it's a very fat one.
Yeah.
And then when I first rode Uluwatu, I rode on a 7.2, and that was in 1971. So that's I've gone around, but I prefer a lot of flotation under me.
Yeah.
And I like to knee paddle.
Yeah.
I like to knee paddle because I can see a lot. But I never stopped surfing. Because longboard surfing was sort of almost front. The local surfboard shop, who I won't mention, actually didn't sell longboards for a long time until they came back around again. So it's no, surfing is the fashions go in and out, as you know.
Yeah,
but now there's this beautiful return to what they call retro, but it's a beautiful return to the essence of surfing, where you surf, all different styles are valid. And also, may I add, like we were talking about earlier, it's beautiful that a lot of women have come into surfing, and it's just like, it's amazing how many girls, how many women surf now.
Wardigos is quite a well-renowned beach that sits just below the Cape and the lighthouse. A beach that's quite easy to surf at and quite open for all sorts of surfers, whether you're a beginner, super experienced, or just out for a good time.